Hey guys, it's Mr. Dorian with Shelby, who's got a case of the giggles. This week we're going to work kicking and we're going to work some soccer dribbling. So if you're a kid that runs around and kind of does some good kicks, or whether you're a kid that's in a wheelchair, you can do all the skills we're going to show you today. Okay? So like our other videos, we'll show you guys kind of the warm-up, what you can do inside your house, and then we're going to move outside and we'll do some outside kicking stuff and our dribbling. Can't forget that. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So first thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to talk kicking. So when I kick, if I'm talking about a regular soccer kick, if I'm going to go and kick it, I can either use my toe to kick with, or I can use my insteps, the inside part of my foot. Okay? So if I'm running up to that ball and I'm going to give it a good kick, I can do this way, or I can do this way with my toe. All right? Shelby's going to show this, our activity we're going to do here in just a second. If I'm a kid in a wheelchair, it probably helps to have a bigger ball like this. I may not be able to use my legs if I'm in my wheelchair. Some of you kids, if you use a wheelchair, you may have good use on one side of your body. Maybe you got a strong side and a weak side, and you still have a little bit of use of that leg. Use a bigger ball like this. That way when you're sitting in your chair, use your strong side, and you can kick that ball forward with your strong leg. Okay? If you got a little bit of use left in it, or if it's, like I said, stronger or weaker side. So what Shelby's going to do is she's going to show you guys our indoor activity. Okay? So, Shelby, why don't you grab the can?
The can?
Yep. We're going to use that can first. So, you can use a ball if you want to inside, but just to kind of protect the walls a little bit, Shelby's going to use our kick cans that we got. You could use an empty water bottle. Empty plastic water bottle would be really good for this. So, if you look, Shelby, move over here just a little bit. We got two shoes kind of set up as our goal. And you can base it based on your kid's ability. If your kid's a really good kicker and they're pretty accurate, you can make it a little narrower. That'll make it harder. Or if they're just starting out kicking, make it a little bit wider. Okay? Those are spaced out probably about 4 to 5 feet apart right now. So you can space them out wider or narrow, like I said, just based on your kid's abilities. So Shelby, what she's going to do, she's going to take 5 kicks. Okay? So Shelby's going to take that can, she's going to put it here. You can mark it if you want to with a line, or you can kind of just guesstimate it kind of where they're putting them at. Okay? Shelby's going to be right here, and what she's going to do, she's going to back up 2 more big steps. And what I want you to do, Shelby, easy kick. Okay? Shelby's a soccer phenom. Okay? Easy kick. She's going to see if she can kick the ball, or kick that can and get it in between the 2 shoes. You ready? Go. Oh, got it. Go. So, Shelby did that one time. She's going to repeat that 4 more times, okay? And she's going to see what her score is, how many times she can kick it in between those 2 shoes. If she's playing against me, then I take my turn. I do my 5 kicks, then we're going to repeat it. So we'll do a total of 3 rounds, 15 kicks altogether, and we'll see out of the 2 of us who can kick it in between those shoes the most. If Shelby's playing by herself, then what she's going to do is just see out of those 15 kicks, how many of those kicks she can get in between the shoes. Okay? If you're a kid in a wheelchair, you can do this game too. Okay? Just use that bigger ball. Okay? If you got a bigger ball, some you get at Walmart at the dollar store, you can use this. If you're in a power wheelchair and maybe you don't have as good a use as your legs, you can take and back up from the ball and move forward into it and hit that ball forward. Okay? That's going to be our inside one that we'll talk about. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move outside. It's a little windy, so if it starts getting a little windy, I may move back in a little closer so you can hear me, okay? Outside, we're going to work kicking, and then we're going to show you some dribbling stuff you can do. Okay? You ready?
Yep.
Better get that coat, you're going to blow away. This is like MTV Cribs. Follow me through my crib. Yeah, it's all good.
This is insane. Oh, I want to throw a ball. No. I'm going to beat you there.
You can beat me there?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this down here. Come back here.
There's that one. There's that one. There's one.
All right, so stay right there.
Okay.
All right, we're bringing this in close because it's windy. So what Shelby's going to do, we're going to play a little kick the can. So she's got that empty, or that kick can out there that she can use. The other thing we can use too, if you get the empty water bottle, or if you get an empty pop can, this with it. So we got 2 baskets kind of separated out about 30 feet, okay, about 10 yards apart, okay. And what you can do is Shelby's going to kick that can, and she's going to keep kicking it and see how many kicks it takes her to get from one bucket to the other. So you could use water buckets you got at the house. You could use shoes to mark as kind of the start and stop points. You don't have to go 30 feet. You can go shorter distance, farther distance, just depending on how much space you got. Okay? So Shelby's going to go. Shelby, I want you to kick that can and keep kicking it until you get past the orange bucket. Ready? Go. Go again. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Uh-oh, one more. Got it. Now go grab it, come back. So Shelby got it there in 3 kicks. Kind of stubbed her foot a little bit on that second one, but I think she would have got it there if she didn't. Okay? And if you don't have a can or you don't have that, you can absolutely use a ball for this too. However, whatever you got at the house. Okay? Now if I'm going against her, then I go take my turn and see how many kicks it take me. Okay?
Daddy, can I get the can?
Yeah, grab that can, bring it back. We're going to do one more thing here.
Yes!
Go ahead and get the soccer ball.
This activity is fun!
Alright, so we're going to do soccer dribbling. Go ahead and take that ball back to red. So when I say go, what I want you to do first is you're going to go down and back. Okay? And then listen, then you're going to wait. The second time you go, I want you to go from down. So first time we're going to go down and back. Wait, don't go yet. Okay. So that was our kick activities that we did. Alright? So the second thing we're going to do is our soccer dribbling. So when we do our soccer dribbling, there's 2 different ways we can do this. And if you got a wheelchair, if you're a kid that uses a regular wheelchair or a power chair, use that bigger size ball, okay? And then find yourself a good flat area like a blacktop or some area where you can actually get around a little better. So what Shelby's going to do is 2 ways we can do this. Down and back dribbling, down to the orange, and then come back to the red. You ready, Shelbs? Okay, down to the orange and come back. Go. Good. Gotta go around, gotta get around. There you go. That works too. Go, go, go. That's okay. And stop. Okay, so that's our first one. So you can go down and back. You can have them do it 5 times, 6 times. All right. What they're going to focus on is just keeping that ball arm's length in front of their body, not getting too far away. All right. Using the inside part of their feet to kind of dribble that ball and then get it back. Okay. Second thing we can do with it, Shelby, I want you to go in and out this time. Go. Shelby's going to go to one side of that one and then back to the other side. There you go. Don't kick it. Good. All right. So same thing. Second time she's going in and out. If you got a wheelchair, same thing. You can put down some bigger items so you can see them. All right. And then put those down as your obstacles. So use that bigger size ball, kind of go up and try to steer it around different things. You don't have to put down 3 or 4 or 5 things. You can put down 1 or 2. All right. And then just work on navigating around everything. All right. Guys, that's all we got for this week. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to email me and get in contact. Shelby did a good job today. Tell everybody bye.
Bye!
Stay safe, stay active. Later, taters.